Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is going to be my first video. It's going to be, I guess, kind of a goofy video. I'm just going to kind of go and do my morning errands and take you along on the journey. So, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Alex Shum. I run the CincyRovers Instagram account. I am from Cincinnati, Ohio, and I own a 2021 Land Rover Defender 110S, which is what I'm currently in, as well as a 2017 Land Rover Discovery 5 HSE Luxury. So yeah, let's get this started. I was thinking, you know, in this video, I'm just kind of vlog what I'm doing. You know, maybe point out some interesting cars that I see, even though there's not that many things that are interesting where I live. But yeah, so let's get into it. You know, I have wonderful Meridian sound system with some Blink 182. Always this strange darkness. What the hell? Dumbass. Spiders catching things and eating their insides like indecision to call you. Stop this pain tonight. Stop this pain. Okay. And of course, Starbucks has a very long line. So, I don't know if you can see me. I'll change out my glasses. I thought this could potentially be an issue, so I usually wear transitions lenses, but I'm willing to sacrifice that for normal lenses so you can see me a little bit better. And one thing about, I like to ramble on, so I do apologize for that in advance. But yeah. Kind of some things about my Defender. It's a 110S P300. So it's the 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo. 296 brake horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. In options that I have, so it's the S, I have the Comfort and Convenience package, which includes the center console refrigerator, the 11-speaker 400-watt Meridian premium audio system, as well as the interior ambient lighting. I have the off-road package, which includes the rear locking differential, torque vectoring by braking, as well as a 110-volt household-style power outlet in the back. I have the advanced off-road capability package, which gives me terrain response 2, aka automatic terrain response, all-terrain progress control, as well as configurable terrain response, which is a first for a Land Rover. I have the cold weather package, which includes the heated front windshield, the heated steering wheel, heated washer jets, and what else? I know there's something else. Oh, and the headlight power wash. That's also part of the cold weather package. And I have the heated front seats, as well as the full-length panoramic glass moonroof. And I think the only other option that I spec'd out was the 6-spoke style, I think it's 5009, the 19-inch 6-spoke alloy wheels. Oh, and also I have the lovely rough-cut walnut veneer, which is stunning. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love wood trim in a car, and this is like an open pore, but it's cut in a certain way. It's absolutely gorgeous. But of course, now for 2022, there's a Defender V8 coming with the glorious AJ133, the 5-liter supercharged V8, and that is going to be making 525 horsepower, 0 to 60 in like 4.8 seconds or something. It'll do 150 miles an hour. And it has a drift mode in the frickin' Defender, which is honestly very unnecessary, but kind of cool at the same time. Crank some tunes. This is a classic. We'll see. When it comes to beats, well, I'm all in. I like my sugar with coffee and cream. Well, you gotta keep it going full steam. Sweet to be sour, it's nice to be me. such a good song.
You're choosing Starbucks. What can I get started for you?
Hi, can I please get a vanilla bean frappuccino, tall vanilla bean frappuccino?
Okay.
And that will be it.
Alrighty, anything else for you?
That will be it.
Alrighty, I'll have it at the window. Thank you.
Alright, thank you.
$3.95.
Thank you.
We'll be right out.
Perfect. I apologize if you can't hear me very well. I'm currently awaiting on my Starbucks. Surprisingly enough, there are not many Volkswagen Jettas in the drive-thru nor the parking lot. There is a Porsche Cayenne, a Nissan Altima, a Honda Accord, Ford Escape, Jeep Compass, and an absolutely hideous Nissan Cube. Which, funnily enough, there's no straight edges on those on a Nissan Cube, but a horrible car. So ugly. CVT gearbox, which is horrible. Just an awful car. Nope. All right, thank you. You too. Alrighty, so that's that done. So now, I gotta go to the store. I won't film that because that's really boring. But, yeah. Ooh, Lexus ES. The new Mazda 3 in Soul Red Crystal. That is the nicest red paint I've ever seen on a car. No one does red like Mazda. And I'm gonna go out and say it, not even Rolls-Royce. Not even Rolls-Royce can beat Mazda's Soul Red Crystal Metallic. It is such a gorgeous color. So is Mazda Machine Gray, actually. That's a really nice color as well. Yeah, another thing kind of about my Defender. So my Spec, I kind of went over options I have. It is finished in Pangea Green Metallic with the Acorn and Lunar interior. I have the robust woven textile and grained leather. Seats are comfortable. Strangely enough, they are what they call semi-powered. So, I don't know if you can see this, but the backrest is powered. It has 4-way power lumbar, but forward, backward, up, and down is all manual, and a manual headrest as well. But yeah, it's great. Everything here just feels so solid. It's just very well built. The materials are excellent. It's durable, but it's still luxurious at the same time, if that makes any sense. JLR just did a fantastic job with this. Another thing that I'm not a huge fan of is I will demonstrate this. So that's fake engine noise in a Defender. Not necessary whatsoever. I wanna. What the hell is a zig-a-zig? Like, let's be real here. What the hell does that even mean? It wasn't David Beckham's wife a Spice Girl? I think she was. But yeah, power in this P300 is actually more than adequate. It's a good engine. It's got plenty of low-end torque, good power and it's a big car. It's a big, heavy car, and it moves. I clocked 0 to 60 miles an hour in 7.1 seconds, which is faster than what JLR claims at 7.7 seconds. But even at 7.7 seconds is more than respectable. They just did a really good job, and I'm very happy with it. And it's just, ride quality is very good. Suspension, it's a little bit stiff, but it's never like uncomfortable. Body control is really good as well. For a big car like this, a big 4x4, there's not a ton of body roll. I think that's in part, mine is on air suspension with the adaptive dynamics, so it has electronically adjustable dampers, which are not manually adjustable, if you know what I mean. So like, you can't manually select like a sport mode and it gets stiffer. It does it all by itself, which I kind of would have liked maybe controls for damper settings, but it's not that big of a deal. I think It's really well controlled. But yeah, I'm just really, really happy with it. The only thing that I regret not getting, two things. One is kind of big, one isn't. The big one, I should have gotten the clear sight rear view mirror, because the rearward visibility is not great. It's not terrible, but I think the clear sight mirror would have helped. However, with the clear sight mirror, depth perception is not very good with it. It's just kind of like looking at a TV screen, so you don't really have like a ton of depth perception, but it would have helped a lot. The other thing I kind of regret not getting, but it's not that big of a deal, is the heads-up display. Our Q7 has a heads-up display, and it's really nice, and when I was ordering this, I didn't really think much about it, so I didn't get it, but it wasn't that big of a deal for me. But yeah, overall, I'm very happy with it. I think it's a great car, and it's just, like, I couldn't be happier. I was thinking my choices that I wanted to get was RS3, but you can't order a new RS3 in the US. There's a new one coming in about a year. I also wanted the Golf R. I'm a huge, I love JLR, but the Volkswagen Group is like my other favorite company. So I'm a huge Audi VW fan, and I also wanted a Golf R, but that was discontinued for 2019. And the Mark 8 Golf R is coming to the US later this year with a 6-speed manual or a DSG. So they still keep the manual for the US. I think Europe, they ditched the manual altogether. I think it's only a DSG, which is a shame. But it's interesting that US cars still get manuals. Like the new M3 and M4 have a manual version. So like, I know in the UK, so some friends that I've talked to in the UK, that the M3 and M4 are only available as the competition package, which is the ZF 8-speed. And here in the US, we have like a base model M3 that, instead of 503 horsepower in the competition, the base model has 473, and it only comes with a 6-speed manual. And I've driven that. The clutch was really good in my opinion. The shifter was a little rubbery. The throws were a little too long, so shorter throws would really help. But overall, dynamically, it was so much better than an F80 M3. I've driven both, and just the new G80 is really good. The engine's very linear for turbo. It sounded pretty good from the outside. Of course, it played fake engine noise, and I won't talk about the grill. Some people love it. I personally hate it with passion, but I am getting used to it. I still don't like it, but I'm getting used to it. But yeah, so I think M3, a very impressive car. So yeah, I think overall that's just a good car. I mean, if it was me, if it was my money, I'd probably get an RS5 Sportback. It's kind of more my speed, the RS5. It's a little bit more of a cruiser, but it's still a true performance vehicle. Like, it's not trying to be, the fastest around a track, but for just street driving, I think it's the best. That engine doesn't sound the best, but it's still really, really quick, and it's just a great car. And I think the interior is the best in the RS5 and the RS4, which we don't get, but which I love. I love the wagon. But yeah, it's just a great all-rounder. I think practical, good car. So yeah, and you can get a Bang & Olufsen sound system in that. I think that's actually standard on the RS6, but yeah, it's just overall a really impressive machine. So yeah. Younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze, country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. So I think that will be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. Yeah, so thank you very much. Wish you all the best. Cheers.